Hello everybody, this is the Thrift Shop Gamer. It's been a little while. Just ended the first quarter not too long ago, and I wanted to talk about some of my goals that I had. I had made a short little video before talking about how I wanted to have some goals for eBay and I wanted to work on some things. Well, kind of set some good ones. I had started off in the beginning about November this past year, 2017 I started. I was only doing maybe like $400 or $500 a month. I was getting used to it, learning the ropes a little bit more for more selling. Now, as time goes on, here after the first quarter of 2018, I'm averaging anywhere between like 13 and 1400 a month. My goal is to hit 15. My goal is 15. If I can sit at that for a while, I'll be happy. Um, my way that I've been preparing for that is I've been trying to make things a little bit more efficient. I have gotten a label printer for the office here. I've done a lot more research into click-through rates and sell-through rates and stuff like that. Learning the numbers, learning all the statistics, and finding out what they mean and how to affect them and what makes them better. And also the types of packing materials that I've gotten to be pretty standard for the most part. I use just the same bubble mailers I always have, the DVD bubble mailers, and I pretty much only have been selling DVDs, media, games, and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I was starting. I wanted to prepare and be set for those items. Now I'm expanding a little bit more. I'm expanding into small electronics and other video game collectibles and things. Like I actually just sold a Game Boy printer today. Granted, it was only 15 bucks, but it was still nice to see that it still had some value. The Game Boy printers were pretty cool. I had one. Actually, the one that I sold, I think, was even my original one from when I was young. It was great to be able to just print things from your Game Boy, taking the crappy little pictures that it takes with the Game Boy camera. It was always funny. And you could mess with them on the Super Nintendo if you had the Game Boy adapter and stuff. But anyway, but yeah, the biggest hurdle has been time. Obviously, it's been, I think, 2 weeks now since I've been able to upload anything on here. So time management has been my biggest hurdle to jump over. And I've found that, keeping track of things on the calendar really helps. Setting limits for myself really helps as well. So, okay, it's like, all right, what free time do I have? What can I do with it? How much am I going to allow myself to work? A lot of people make the mistake of not putting a limit on their work day, because if you work all day, you won't have any time for yourself and you'll run yourself pretty ragged pretty quickly, and you can't let that happen, because if you do that, then you'll have no energy, you won't have any motivation, you're not going to get anything done, and everything suffers. So you need to put a limit on everything, not just your recreational time, not just your time sitting at the TV or playing video games or anything like that. You need to put a limit on your work time as well. That was a very important thing, because now I've been trying to go to the gym more. I've been setting my goal to at least 3 mornings a week to go. I attempted to go at night, just didn't have the motivation to stay with it, get off of work and just be tired and it wouldn't matter. So, because that's what I used to do. I used to work out at night. I used to work out in the middle of the night, but now I can't do that because I need to be up early more. So I started going in the morning, and it gets me ready for the day. Like I went this morning, got a good workout, and went home and relaxed for a little bit before work, and I actually have energy. Like, things are actually going pretty well, and it keeps me active. I'm going to try and lose some of this chub that I've gotten here. I don't like it, but it is what it is. You got to live with what you got, but I'm going to try to make that better. But yes, time management has been my absolute worst one. But with all the sales that are coming up, all the big community yard sales, garage sales, and stuff like that, I love to travel with Richie and with the others to find as much as I can. It's definitely been very fun, and I hope that it continues to yield great results. It's where I find all the awesome things. As I find stuff, I hope to, be able to do some more videos on them, even if they're just short little 5-minute clips or whatever it is, reviewing an item. I've gotten so many cool things so far already, but in any case, I'm going a little off track here. Back with eBay. So I set myself a certain amount of time in the morning every day to pack my eBay items, review my store, look at my stats and stuff, and then I put it away unless something comes up. You know, if I get the little alert, oh, something sold, I'll pack it quick, and that's fine. But in terms of real time dedicated to eBay, I do set aside a certain amount of time, usually the first 2 to 3 hours if I need it in my day, and that's it. Yeah, that's what I do. And then if I'm at home, my free time is my free time. If I feel like looking at my eBay, I'll do it. If not, it doesn't matter. But you know, it's definitely been growing, and I've been getting a good routine. So I'm hoping to hit my 1,500 a month goal here very soon. Very close. I got very, very close by the end of the first quarter. At one point in my eBay statistics, my 31-day total had reached 14 something. So I'm getting there. You know, you have to take a look at a couple things when it comes to eBay, though. Look at your competition. Definitely look at eBay comps and see what people are doing, what they're selling for, how they're taking their pictures, how they're describing their items. Make sure that you're getting everything correct. That way when it sells and you ship out your item, you're not getting it sent back because it was wrong. The more vague you are, the more open to the opportunity of returns that you would be, the idea that things can be sent back to you. So make sure that you're always on point with your descriptions. Take good pictures. You know, you have up to 12 pictures you can take with any listing, so utilize them. If you got them, use them. You don't pay any extra if you use all 12. You know, just like you don't save any money if you only use 2. So use as many as you can. Take great pictures and go from there. And of course, it depends on your item too. I mean, I sell movies. I sell a lot of DVDs, and I sell games. So, for example, this game right here, I really don't need to take much. I need to take a picture of the front. I need to take a picture of the back, and I need to take a picture inside of what it is. And that's about it. So it's pretty simple for the stuff that I do, which is a good way to learn, and that's why I started with those. Anybody that's starting out, you want to start simple. You look at eBay and you look at all the things that you can do, and it's really overwhelming. Focus on one thing. Focus on something that you like. I like video games, hence my channel, and I like media, I like music, I like all that stuff. So I sell CDs, I sell movies, and I sell games. That's where I started. Always start with that kind of thing and just move on from there. That way you know that you appreciate what you have. You have a little bit of knowledge on your items to begin with, so you kind of already have some of the research done. You don't have to worry about going out and researching the item. You actually do care about what it is. You have some sort of attachment to it in a sense. You know, it's not just some random thing that you think, oh, well, now it's just a hassle. Now I just have to research this and list it. It's just like, no. It's like, oh, okay, well, this game, all right, this was a really cool game. I do know this game. I like it a lot. You know, it brings you some, I don't know, it brings a better sense of enjoyment out of the whole process. Now, I'm not saying Superman Returns is a good game, but it is a video game. I'll leave it at that. This isn't one of my review videos, so. But in any case, I hope that you guys will still pay attention to the channel. I know it's been a little while since I have been on, but I'm going to, like I was mentioning, make time for it. I'm slotting in time to make sure that I can get these things done. I like doing these videos. It doesn't feel like a chore to me. So, and that's the other key. Like I kind of alluded to it earlier, don't make things into a chore, do what you enjoy. If you're trying to do this, you're trying to do eBay, you're trying to resell, and it's not something you like, you're not gonna have as good of a time. You know, it's gonna feel too stressful, there's gonna be too much going on, and oftentimes people end up folding out of the whole thing if they don't actually enjoy it. You know, so like I said, I enjoy these things, so I'm going to try to slot some more time. But until then, I will just keep it going on eBay. I'm going to see what I can do. It's going to be expanding a little bit to Poshmark with some clothing here soon. Poshmark's a totally different platform. I'll probably talk about that, maybe turn this playlist into something that's a little bit different instead of the TSG eBay quest. But we'll see, or maybe I'll make a separate playlist just for Poshmark and see what happens, because I have some things coming for that, and you know, maybe I will just do a little extra side note on that and see how I do, and just document it as I go. But in any case, you can find my business on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. A lot of, I post videos on there pretty often. I'm better about keeping up with that. And of course, here on YouTube, the Thrift Shop Gamer. So like, subscribe, share the videos, watch the games I play as I play them, and I hope to get more and more as time goes on. Later, guys.